We talked a lot today about the controversy of whether or not print is going to die, and I thought that was pretty interesting. Personally, I'm for print staying around for a good bit. I don't think it's going to die out like people think it will.
Okay. Next person.
I don't think it'll die either. I like books better than reading. I can't even focus if I have to read like one thing, only on Facebook because that's like, directly toward me. But I have to read a story, it's got to be in print so I can get it and follow it with my finger and stuff. I don't like touching screens.
So why do you think people are saying that? What's the deal with that?
Because everyone's so into this technology, like mode, like they're all about it. And they're like, oh yeah, new stuff, cool stuff. I'm old school kind of. I don't know.
Okay, nothing wrong with that. I'm like that with you. Terrence.
I had to agree with both though. On parts that print is more needed, but yet I would like to disagree. Me being a tech type person, I personally like to post things online and everything like that. We can do the same things as far as write poems and stuff. Myself, I'm poetically inclined, so I like to write a lot. I find it easier to type rather than to write down. Whereas though, versus we have rappers write down on paper, now they're putting stuff in their Blackberries, their iPhones, writing down their words. I just think that it's easier and more accessible than to strain your wrist writing. So I find it a lot easier, which might actually make it so that less fit, I guess, because technology is taking over everything. Escalators, elevators, things like that. We're kind of slowing it down, and we're just like really not being as much physical as we can. Whereas though writing and paper, print, media is taking over.
Z. We think about Frederick Douglass and William Lloyd Garrison, the liberator.
I'm really not too sure about that topic. I had what I was going to say in mind.
Okay, tell me what you.
As far as print dying, I don't believe that it is. I like that the point that you brought up as far as who reads what. I believe you said something about the New York Times.
The New York Times is right. The New York. You're talking about the quote. It's a joke that people say that the people who own this country read the Wall Street Journal. The people who govern this country read the Washington Post. The people who think they want to govern this country read the New York Times.
And I think that's a great clue because if you know that, then you can go into different articles if you're trying to, gain certain information, and we can get this out to the future, the generation that's coming up in the future. And if they need to look back on any type of history, they can always relate and go to those specific papers.
So you're saying if you want to know the perspectives, you can go to the papers?
Exactly, especially if the big guys are reading it, and that's where all the real information is being hidden.
All right, anything else? Everybody straight now about discussion board?
Yes.
All right, you happy about that?
Definitely.
All right, what about you?
Yeah, I'm straight. Got it.
All right.